soro no ye wona wasule nana. Erire Biafra fu mama o. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Obamomo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking, I'm sinking, Udogu, Biafra. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Nieruwe yo, Witrowe Salute. Mr. Go with the same the freedom you brought to do well for us. Mr. Go with the same no. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. PM Simon Joko. You have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Oh, Amorutamo Agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Oh, Urobisoko with the sendo. Claradim say you are so good. Anna, Wabadaburu. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the sendo. Urobisoko with throw a salute. Even lucky star in the sendo. You do well, with the sendo. That you do well, we salute you, we throw a salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy, for your good work cannot be quantified. Oh, Amorotomo agbada guru. Ewo, Rubisuko Bijisedo.
I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Boroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra. Mwerenda siputa makamwero mwekanyinaga biko kulie nuo nogeruo biko kulie iye jamalike nogeruo omwerenda boroku makamwero wanyi omwerenda buruchekwa makamwero wewu Biafra biko kulie ogeruo biko kulie iye jamalike ogeruo the spirit of Biafra biko kulie ogeruo onwerende Biafra kidie mbe biko bilie ogeruo oamadike no na donjon mugekwe kihere meya Odike, Mosi Ike, Rurachobanike, Biko Kulie, Ogeruo, Biko Kulie, Iye Jamadike, Ogeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Master Simon F. A bond to smooth to swing a banner on Ivory. Never brother and tap on my Ebudo. Or Guinea. Masi Simon Epa, emezu okwere onye ndu. Ihe gamadike ruo, imakwa Simon Epa uchie. Ihe gamadike ruo, Simon Epa watakata wo. Ojuda kwenyi, mwikwere onye ndu kinebe tata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister Veroni, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you. Anina, I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize a referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom for Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Ogwe Bucharangwe, Master Simon Epa, or Guinea. Master Simon Epa, Biko, GC, Kaka, Nobu, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda, Buey, Kiwoloyendu, Kine, Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back, I will follow you. Prime Minister Veroni, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you, I will follow you. Oh, Madike Biafra, Dahi Boroka Yarole. Iye Jamadike, Biafra Republic Government Awuchie. Iye Jamadike, Commander Gentule Kweshiri. General Mutuso, Suna Atakata War. Commander Holy Ghost, Okonyendu Borokunu Nazatata. Biko Kulie,
Maka Biafra, we're putara anyị onye ndu, Simon Efa,
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwabiama whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on today's program. I appreciate you for being part of this program wherever you are joining from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my thanks. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not yet subscribed to this very channel, please kindly subscribe. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share the program to everyone that is close to you. We must continue to preach this gospel of Biafra, We must continue to spread this gospel and make sure that everybody gets the message. My fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, I thank you for being part of this program. This platform where we're preaching this message is a platform that is under the Biafran government. A platform under our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I welcome every one of you that have joined us, and I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide, protect, and secure us. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come in this platform to preach hate. We don't come here to attack people. We do not come here to attack any religion or race. What we do in this platform is to preach the gospel of peace. We come here to tell the world what is going on in Biafran territory. We come here to make our opinion known. And when we come here every morning, it is always an interactive section. It is a section where anybody can join us and air their opinion. Anybody can join us and air their opinion. No matter where you are coming from, no matter what you believe, no matter your own ideology, you can feel free to join us on this platform and express yourself. Every morning when we come here, all we ask is that when you are joining us, make sure you appear in a decent manner. And when you are making your case, make sure you present your case in a very civil manner so that the world will understand what you are saying, so that the world will hear you, so that the world will actually digest what you want to say. My fellow Biafrans, it is clear that a lot of things are on board as we speak. So many things are happening already, and more things are going to happen. Today is the 12th day of November 2024. We have little but a small time. On the 29th of this month, the convention of Biafra will stand. And when that convention starts, all hell will let loose. The Biafran people will rise from all corners, from all angles, and do what they have to do. Biafrans are making preparations. As we are making preparation, I'm very sure that our enemies are also preparing. And you can see the attack the enemies are bringing to us, both the enemies inside and the enemies outside. They intensify in their attack, they intensify in their blackmail, but I bet you everything they say or they speak is dead on arrival. Whatever plan they have against us is always dead on arrival. That is why today, as we have come, we have chosen a topic which says, happening now, the untouchable fire of freedom under Biafra Republic Government in Exile, through Prime Minister, burning to restore Biafra, burning to Biafra restoration. The fire of the restoration of Biafra is burning very, very, very high. It's burning very, very strong. And I pity anyone that will stand on the way of that fire. It is a consuming fire. The fire of the restoration of the freedom of Biafra, the restoration of independent state of Biafra is unquenchable under the command of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, through the Biafran government. That fire is unquenchable. If you try to quench it, it will consume you. Any attempt to quench that fire, it is going to consume you and consume you badly. Wherever you are as a Biafran, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama to continue to stay strong. We have a little time. This is not the time to get distracted. This is not the time to cry, had I known. This is not the time of pretense. We are in a time where everything you have to put it online. Remember what the people in the United Nations said, that until you show the world that your freedom worth your life, they will never listen to you. Until you show to the world that you are ready to give up your life, even for your freedom. Until you show the world that your freedom is much, much important than anything you can ever imagine, they will not listen to you. And I thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama that today Biafrans are showing the importance of their freedom. In the process of proving that point, a lot of things are going to happen. A lot of things will happen. That is why we come here to remind you to make preparation for what is coming ahead. You can never predict. You can never underestimate what is going to happen. The only thing we are asking is that everybody must be at alert. If you are in Biafra land at this time, you must be security cautious. You know that we are dealing with a terrorist country. A terrorist country which only agenda they have is to sponsor terrorists. And those who are in power for their own selfish interests are projecting Islamization of Nigeria for their own benefit. We are not stopping you from having your Islamic nation. And I don't say there is nothing wrong in having an Islamic nation. When the people agree and say that is what they want, there's nothing wrong in it. And as it stands today, we know that the northern part of Nigeria have accepted their fate to be an Islamic country, because they have been practicing Sharia before now, and they are okay with it, managing themselves. But in the old southeastern region, Biafra land, is a different ballgame. It's a different ballgame. We are different people. We have different religion. We have different ideology, different culture, and we have different value system. If you are expecting us to implement the same thing that they are being implemented in the north, it cannot happen. It will never ever happen. Every one of us are here. While we are crying and shouting about the Islamization of Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started that awareness, and they say he's a noisemaker. They call him a warmonger. They call him a liar. They call him a terrorist. There's nothing they didn't call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. when Mazen Nnamdi started that message. But today, you can see the Zoological Republic being turned to an Islamic nation before your own very eyes. And as you speak, the president of the zoo, the drug baron, is attending OIC meeting. Is attending the Islamic conference on behalf of you, the one Nigerianist. He's attending that meeting on behalf of you, the one Nigerianist, whether you are from Biafra land, whether you are from Ududua land, whether you are from Arewa, whether you are a Christian or you are a Muslim or whatever you are. The president of the Zoological Republic, that drug baron, is attending an Islamic meeting on your behalf, representing. And what does he go there to do? To help to establish more other Islamic nations across the world. While this man has a problem in his hands, you have people calling for self-determination in your own country. You are not doing anything about it, even when you know that self-determination is the right of every Biafran. Self-determination is the right of every Biafran. You do not want to pay attention. Instead, you criminalize self-determination. It is because you criminalize self-determination. That is why Mazen Nnamdi is still in detention today. And in asking for self-determination, it's not a crime. And it is not only the Biafrans that are asking for self-determination. The people in the Southwest are making the same request. You do what people. At a stage, even the Arewa are asking for the same thing. But a group of cabals, for their own selfish interests, do not want people to have their peace. For their own selfish interest, they have sworn and say they will not allow the people to have their voice. And they want us to continue to pretend that all is well. We will not pretend about this. We will not pretend about it, but I pity those who are still pretending, even when they know the truth. I pity those who are not bold enough to stand up for what is right. I pity every one of you, because what is going to come upon you, you will not understand it. When I say that the pursuit of Biafra is based on international law and we are following every lawful process, when I talked about my confidence to ask for Biafra and speak about Biafran restoration, you wouldn't understand. You will not understand except you are a Biafran. It is only a Biafran that will explain to you what it takes to be a Biafran. There are even some Biafrans who doesn't know. There are some Biafrans who doesn't know, who are on denial on the danger of being a Biafran in Nigeria. It is a very dangerous thing. Recently, we saw Showore in one of his viral videos that are sharing everywhere, talking about the situation of the Igbo Biafrans in Nigeria. And when people see such video, they are sharing it, is going viral as if it is new. What Showore spoke on that video is exactly what has been for a long time. Except you are not human, you will know, or you must have felt that in one way or the other in your life if you are an Igbo Biafran. There is a serious conspiracy, the same conspiracy that Mazen Nnamdi talked about in his court last time. That same conspiracy against the Biafran people in Nigeria. by every other section of that country. There is a conspiracy, more especially from the political realm, against the Biafrans, the Igbo Biafra to be precise, because they know what the Igbo Biafrans possess. They know that the Igbo Biafrans are the face of the struggle for restoration of Biafra. They know that the Igbo Biafrans will be the source of freedom for everybody in Biafran territory. They continue to push propaganda and blackmail and hate against them. And some gullible people are falling into it. Some are falling into it because of their own personal envy and jealousy against the Igbo tribe. But I bet you we have come to the end of the road where we need to fight back. And I thank Chukwu Okokabiyama, we are already fighting back in all fronts. And we will continue to fight back until we get to our promised land very soon. Everything is gradually falling in place. Things that are unexpected are happening. And we are being vindicated every day. When we talked about self-defense, people thought the interpretation of the self-defense that our Prime Minister gave was wrong. When we talked about self-defense being the right of every human being, supported by international law, African peoples and human rights law, and even Nigerian law, people seem not to understand. Finally, it's being confirmed by the drug baron in Asoro. It is confirmed. Now, even if you don't believe our Prime Minister, but maybe now that you have seen it from your own terrorist president, you will now understand that it is true. And I want you to see what he tweeted. This is the official Twitter handle of the Zoological Republic government president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He says, in a rules-based international order, states have the right of self-defense, but self-defense must take proportionality into account in line with global, legal, diplomatic, and moral framework. And I want to know, who is he lecturing? Who is Bola Ahmed Tinubu lecturing, and why is it necessary that they bring this lecture now? You know, for a long time, they have made it that it is not possible for anybody to defend himself in the zoo. But now they have just realized that the Biafran people know their rights, and they are ready to utilize that right to the maximum. I thank Chukwu Okokabiyama that you finally agree that self-defense is the right of anyone. But self-defense must take place proportionality into account. Of course, we are taking that into account. That is why we warn before we do anything. That is why we do not go against the innocent. That is why we go against those who go against us, kidnapping our people and disappearing our people. We are not lawless like the zoo. So this lecture you are making here, I hope you are doing that lecture for your government, because it is not going to be easy for you. We are going to do everything humanly possible, which we have already started to do, and is yielding fruit to get out of the Zoological Republic as soon as possible. And I want to play the message that our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel Eba, delivered yesterday. Those messages are important. And I wish to replay those messages for you to get the updates so that you won't say you are not told. Here, the Prime Minister Mazi Samoneko.
Understand, it is only in Biafra land that people are not running away from their ancestral land in the entire Nigeria. In Yoruba land, people are fleeing the ancestral land. In the northeast, northwest, middle belt, people are fleeing from the ancestral land. It is only in Biafra land, and the government of Biafra made it possible. But you know what? They would like you to believe that Simon Ekpa is the cause of insecurity. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out of the way, which is not possible. I have come. After I'm done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what I'm doing today in 5 years to come. Thank you.
You have heard that message from our Prime Minister, Mazi Samoneko. Different kinds of criminals come from right, left, and center, including the government of Nigeria, to accuse him of being responsible for the insecurity in Biafra land. But the opposite is the case, because our Prime Minister is responsible for the security in Biafran territory today. Because what is happening in the north is not happening in our land. And we will continue to hold our ground. No matter the blackmail and propaganda they push, we will not allow it to get to us. Wherever you are watching this program from, do not get distracted or get deceived. A lot of things are going to happen. Some have started happening already. But I urge you to stay your ground. Stand your ground. Don't allow anybody to distract you. They will definitely come to distract you. They will never let go. They will try to fight and fight. But I urge you to stand firm. If you stand firm, you will enjoy the fruit of your labor. My fellow Biafrans, every one of us must be up and doing. As we draw closer to that very date given, the record is very straight. The purpose of the convention and the declaration of Biafra is straight. We are not promising any magic, but we are following every legal means to do what we have to do. For you to restore a nation that is going to compete with other nations, it must come through a legal way, and that is why we are following the legal procedure. Our Prime Minister is putting everything in place. So many you have seen already, and more you are going to see in Finland. May Chukwu guide and protect the Prime Minister Mazi Samoneko. I'm going to play the second video, and you're going to hear how the Prime Minister responded to a question that somebody asked. Listen to the question, and then you're going to hear the answer. Very important.
Here again to respond to a question by somebody who just asked me, Prime Minister, what do we do to sustain the peace and security we've brought to Biafra land? And I told him, and I said, I am going to make this video to respond because I know many people are going to be asking the same question. So here is my response. The only way to sustain the peace that we have brought to Biafra territory and to the Biafra people is to make sure that Nigeria never breed within our territory. The Nigeria terrorist army, Nigeria terrorist state police, and every arm carrying person under Nigeria within Biafra territory must not be allowed to breed, because they are the main cause of insecurity. They are the terrorists that have been terrorizing people, facilitating the attack against indigenous people, and shielding these ragtag terrorists when they come to kill. So we are not going to allow them to breed in Biafra territory until Biafra become an independent state, recognized under international community and the United Nations. I want you to take a look at where Nigeria is breeding, how the security situation are in those places. Take a look in Yoruba land. Nigeria is breeding in Yoruba land. 29,000 people have been reportedly killed by the Fulani terrorists. Look at the northeast, northwest, where Nigeria is breeding. There are many terrorist groups springing up on a daily basis. Innocent women and children are being neutralized every day. Take a look in the middle belt where Nigeria is breeding. There are people who have given birth to their children inside IDP camp. And many of them are today, many of those children are today 19 years of age. What does that tell you? It means that people have actually left and fled their ancestral land and have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And without any plan for them to reclaim their land is now being occupied by strangers. Who are those strangers? The fighters that were actually killing the people and chasing them out of their own land. Nigeria is breeding in the Middle Belt. And that's the reason why we decided that the solution to sustain this security in our land is to make sure that Nigeria never breed. And that's what Simon Ekpa is leading. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
I hope you had this answer very well. Because so many of us are asking this same question in our mind and our heart. How do we sustain the success we have made? How do we sustain the security in our land? How do we make sure that what is happening in the north and the southwest will never ever happen in Biafra land? And our Prime Minister have responded and said, the only way to sustain the success we have made is not to allow the Zoological Republic to breathe in Biafran territory. We should not allow them to breathe for a second. We must not allow them to breathe. That is the only way. And I bet you the message is well received. And we will never allow them to breathe. No matter how they try, we will never allow them to breathe. We'll give it to them woto, head on. And there's no going back. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to listen to this very message I'm about to play now. It is a video from their conventional media where discussion is being made about the things that are happening in the Zoological Republic, more especially as we speak. Their president is in Arab Summit, campaigning for other people to have their freedom. And he has some people in his own place asking for self-determination, and they are not doing anything about it. I want you to listen to this discussion. From there, we can draw other topics we are going to talk about. Please like and share the program and do not allow yourself to be carried away. I'm not feeling too strong today, but I'm going to try as much as possible to put my message forward before I leave. Let us listen to this very message.
So, yesterday, Nigerians were made aware that the president would be traveling to Riyadh, which he did. He has landed in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where he will be talking, giving out Nigeria's position on the Israeli-Hamas crisis and calling for a one-state solution to that crisis, and of course, calling for a ceasefire. Nigeria being part of Nigeria, which according to the constitution is a secular state.
Two-state solution.
Two-state solution. Nigeria being a secular state,
That is Nigerian president attending Islamic summit in Saudi Arabia. Nigerian president from a secular country with all the problem that is ravaging and insecurity. Here he is in Saudi Arabia receiving a grand treatment there.
Is part of the OIC, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and under that umbrella can attend the Arab Islamic Summit in Saudi Arabia. Earlier on the show, we talked about how the president's position buttresses, what is going on back home in Nigeria. If he's talking about a two-state solution, what is he saying about agitations back home in Nigeria? Should Nigeria be speaking in that regard, knowing that a lot is being done back home?
Yeah, you see, that's why I talked about walking the talk. You remember again, during the crisis in Nigeria, he was is this still the chairman of ECOWAS?
He was at the time, he still is.
Okay. At that time, he was newly instituted as the chairman of ECOWAS, and he wanted to do big boy show. I was among those that wrote to Mr. Man, let us first of all settle our problem here before you go there. And again, that place you say you want to go and war, do you even understand the problem? Do you know what they are facing with France, who has been their former colonial master? Okay? Now you are going to Hamas, you are going to this, you are going to that. You are not even sorting out. Remember, let me also give you this one for free. EPA, leader of IPO.
Simon Ekpa.
Simon Ekpa.
Prime Minister.
Yes. Congratulated the newly appointed chief of staff to Trump. You know why? Because I read that she was among those that have been negotiating for IPOB, the independent state of Biafra. Okay? Now, Trump is there as the president-elect. When he comes in, is he thinking? I mean, President Tinubu, is he thinking? Is he being proactive in his thinking that relationship between Samuel Ekpa and the newly appointed chief of staff to president-elect, they will not increase that tempo? What is he doing proactively towards that? So my take is this. In Yoruba, they will say F. You know why?
You see, they have started exercising fear. When I tell you that the zoo has fallen, it is not a joke. When I tell you that these people, they know the truth, they know what is coming, but they are pretending that it is not happening. The discussion have already started. They are scared of what is going to happen in this tenure of Donald Trump. There is scared about the closeness of our prime minister to Washington, D.C. They are scared about the personalities in Washington, D.C. today that knows about Biafra. They are talking about the chief of staff. But they forgot that we have gone far way beyond that. It is a pity that these people continue to deceive themselves. But it is nice that the discussion is now going on in their conventional media. And we can see that fear is already in the air, even while they are pretending. Even while they are pretending nothing is happening, they know that something is going to happen. And I'm glad that some people still have common sense to be able to notice this. While the zoo is busy in Saudi Arabia doing what they know how to do best, Biafrans, we are focused on our relationship also with DC. And what is coming is going to surprise every one of them. When we talk about it, there is nothing that is going to stop the restoration of Biafra. With what is happening now, with what is happening, nothing is going to stop it. Let Tinubu continue to build his alliance with the Arab world. It doesn't make any sense for us. Biafra is going to exit, and we are going to exit in a very miraculous form. Just like Master Samanaka said, if care is not taken, no bullet to be fired, and we exit. And if they want us to engage, we will engage them. I want you to listen carefully to the analysis of this man and the other people are making on this very platform.
Leader of IPOB.
Simon Ekpa.
Simon Ekpa.
Prime Minister.
Yes. Congratulated the newly appointed chief of staff to Trump. You know why? Because I read that she was among those that have been negotiating for IPOB, the independent state of Biafra. Okay? Now, Trump is there as the president-elect. When he comes in, is he thinking? I mean, President Tinubu, is he thinking? Is he being proactive in his thinking that relationship between Samuel Ekpa and the newly appointed chief of staff to president-elect, they will not increase that tempo? What is he doing proactively towards that? So my take is this. In Yoruba, they will say, efotele, empalapalapa. How do we say that in English?
You left the rashes. You left the cancer.
You are living the real thing, and you are following what is inconsequential.
No, they don't know that Biafra is everything. They will know.
You need to sit down in your country to sort certain issues. One, that of Biafra. Oduduwa is there. You are not thinking about it. Meanwhile, you are talking about how to bring the whole region together. You know, you just established one ministry now, something integration or whatever. Regional development. What are you doing as you get what is happening in your country? Sit down here and sort this. It's not that we want to see you working and stop coming up with policies from assault all of the time.
Barrister, let me throw this question to you as well. Go ahead.
Okay. You see, charity begins at home.
Oh.
The problem at home is man-made, and it is man that will solve it, except they don't want to solve it. For example, everybody from Buhari to Tinubu have told them, release Nnamdi Kanu, whom the court have told you, to let this man go. Is that not a way of solving a problem? You refuse. You feel as if it does not matter. Meanwhile, the problem is festering. Are you telling me that with the continued incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu, his people are going to relax? It's not possible.
Incarcerated upon what?
It's not possible.
It's fundamental human rights.
It's not possible because the court has said it. That is what is breeding the insecurity in the Southeast. Everybody have told Tinubu, release this man. He refused.
So okay. The accusation of Simon Ekpa that the military are the terrorists themselves, or they are the ones aiding and abetting them. Do you think that also is a line? Should he even come up at this point?
It's not even Simon Ekpa. The national secretary of that I told you that the weapons they bought for Nigerian military, they are selling it to terrorists.
Exactly. You see, this man has just said the right thing. When we say certain things, when our prime minister makes some exposition, they will say he has said it. But our prime minister is not just saying it because he wants to say it. Even their own NSA have come to talk how the terrorist is taking over their weapons. A confession came from their national security advisor, Rebablu, that the weapons the terrorists are using are from the Nigerian government. But when our prime minister says it, some people will think he's just making up words, he's just causing trouble. Look at this man confirming the word of our prime minister. I want you to listen closely and hear it again.
Are you telling me that with the continued incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu, his people are going to relax? It's not possible.
Incarcerated upon what?
It's not
upon
possible.
It's fundamental human rights.
It's not possible because the court has said it. That is what is breeding the insecurity in the Southeast. Everybody has told Tinubu.
Exactly. That is what is bringing the insecurity, the unnecessary kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the continued detention against the order of the court. They have refused. But like our prime minister plays, our prime minister prayed a prayer and said that Chukwu Okike Abịama will close their ear to listen, harden their heart like Pharaoh, so that Biafra will be the final solution. And today, Biafra has become the final solution. They will never listen. Now you have seen it and you understand it. Those of them who are looking on our prime minister and say he's the cause of the problem, he is not and has never been. The terrorist government of Nigeria has always been the ones perpetrating the evil in Biafra land through their attitude by sponsoring terrorists and disobedient to their law.
Release this man, he refused.
So okay. The accusation of Simon Ekpa that the military are the terrorists themselves, or they are the ones aiding us.
Exactly. Our prime minister made that claim that the military are the terrorists themselves. The military are the terrorists themselves. Now somebody is going to confirm it among them there. NSA himself said, National Security Advisor said the same thing. It is not that maybe our prime minister said it, NSA confirmed it. So every single information our prime minister is passing is accurate. And that is why the whole world is paying attention to his exposition. That is why the whole world is paying attention to Biafra. That is why the restoration of independence of Biafra cannot be stopped or truncated.
Beating them. You think that also is a line? Should he even come up at this point?
It's not even Simon Ekpa. The national secretary of that I told you that the weapons they bought for Nigerian military, they are selling it to terrorists. Oh. Is that not true?
Who are the people selling it to the terrorists?
He said
is it you or me?
He mentioned he said the police and the military, they are selling it to terrorists.
All right.
So whether anybody wants to agree or not, state officials are complicit in insecurity in Nigeria.
Barrister Darlington, thank you. I like the fact that I want us to talk about the agenda again and how you think it will succeed. We had a previous government, the Buhari government, that had people at the hierarchy, military hierarchy, the security architecture, all of them were probably Muslims and from the north.
Exactly.
But we have a situation now, we have a new a new president. The chief of army staff is Yoruba, he's Christian. The chief of defense staff is Christian. The chief of naval staff is Igbo, he's Christian. IGP is Yoruba, he's Christian. We have the DSS, Yoruba, SSS. From the West, SSS and all of that. So, do you think that these people are able to drive this agenda conclusively, having these other men at the top of our security architecture?
Okoro, there are people that are holding position on behalf of some people.
Absolutely.
You are just there.
Thank you.
Yes.
But you are not in control. You can see it all over the place. There are things Tinubu cannot do today, even if you want to do it.
Why so?
The North will shout down at him. I'm telling you, authority.
The North said, don't move CBN, don't move MPA. He did, and nothing happened.
Hold on. Leave all those ones. All those ones are separate. There are things he cannot do.
They asked him to withdraw the tax reform. He said no.
Listen very well.
Okay.
These people that you are mentioning now, Okay, since they are in charge, what are they doing? Have they done anything significantly against this?
All right then. Well,
the answer is no.
this will be a good
so
place to
what
end
I'm not
the
saying is that
conversation.
forget about the position that some people are holding.
Darlington,
If we reflect in action, I will not take you serious.
Thank you very much for your time on the program.
Did you hear it? You know, the man began to mention people of Christian origin that are holding posts. And he was meant to understand they are holding that post for certain group of people. It doesn't matter the post you are holding. They are all working for the caliphate. They are all working for one agenda. Whether they are masquerading themselves as Christians in office. Today, the president is there in Saudi Arabia discussing with the Islamic nations on how to implement whatever they want to implement. And the man asked a very sensible question. With all the people you mentioned who are Christians and in their forces or whatever, what have they done? You forgot that the military have been hijacked by the terrorists. You forgot that many military men have resigned because they are being killed in the face of war. You forget all these things and you come out, you continue to pretend you don't know what is happening. The zoo have ended. And no matter your tribe or your religion, the earlier you understand that the Biafrans are not your problem, the better for you. The earlier you begin to understand that Biafran people are not your problem, the earlier for you. The earlier you begin to understand that Mazi Simon Ekpa, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Biafra, is the good guy and the peacemaker, the ambassador of peace himself, global ambassador of peace. That is his title. That is the award he received, global ambassador of peace. The earlier you understand today that the only mission the Biafran government has under a command of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa is to maintain peace, law, and order. And how do you do it? By disintegrating the Zoological Republic. Every region go back to base, be whom they want to be, and study what they want to study. Just like our Prime Minister have said, his statement is a very strong answer, and I want to play it again.
Fellow Biafrans, today is the 11th day of November 2024. And entire Biafra land is under lock and key in compliance with the Biafra government directive. I want you to understand, it is only in Biafra land that people are not running away from their ancestral land in the entire Nigeria. In Yoruba land, people are fleeing the ancestral land. In the northeast, northwest, middle belt, people are fleeing from the ancestral land. It is only in Biafra land, and the government of Biafra made it possible. But you know what? They would like you to believe that Simon Ekpa is the cause of insecurity. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out of the way, which is not possible. I have come. After I'm done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what I'm doing today in 5 years to come. Thank you.
The message is very clear. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is the solution and not the problem. The reason they are blackmailing him right, left, and center is to push him out of the way in order to have their way to commit their havoc. And just like he said, Chukwu Okike Abiyama have planted Mazi Simon Ekpa solidly on the ground. He is not moving an inch, not anytime soon, until Biafra is fully restored. If you do not believe about the insecurity that is being caused in Nigeria by the government itself, if you do not believe that the government itself is in charge of the insecurity in that country called Nigeria, I want you to follow up this very part of the video that I'm about to play. Let's listen. A discussion on their own conventional media so that we words from there, and we can push it across for the world to see what is going on in the Zoological Republic.
Talking with you, gentlemen. Well, that's it on the show today. Join us again in about a few minutes. 9 o'clock, newspaper review. Good morning, Barrister.
Good morning, Valentine.
How are you? Okay.
Good to have you. Barrister, a quick one. I would like to. Now, terrorists are recruiting members on social media platforms. What do you have to say about this? Is it that Nigerian government now can't do anything? Is it that the issue of terrorism now is too big for Nigerian government to cap, given the fact that we are giants of Africa? Or what is happening exactly?
The thing is that Nigeria has become a breeding ground for terrorists. We just created an avenue for them to come in here because you have a weak leadership whereby ethnic and tribal sentiment, religious sentiments. This particular group, from the research and report we've gotten, we are invited by Fulani killer herdsmen. A newspaper went into details how these people are invited. Just like other terrorist groups, they were invited. Fina, they were invited.
Are you hearing it? The new terrorist group we're hearing about, we are invited by the Northerners themselves. They were invited to come in by the Fulani criminals. So when you are talking about insecurity in Nigeria, the only thing that can end insecurity is for you to separate this country, let them build that caliphate they want to build, and make it hell on earth as they want to make it among themselves. Whatever you are doing, these people in the northern part, the Fulani are already comfortable. They are already comfortable with criminality. They are already comfortable with Islamic State as they want. Why don't they go their separate ways and allow the Biafrans to go their separate ways? It has gone to a stage where the citizens, people who are supposed to be your country citizens, are now inviting terrorists to come in. You are hearing it that they were invited to come. And this is not the first time, in case you don't know. Let's keep on listening to them.
This one that we are calling Fulani herdsmen. But how about your political leader that went to go and call them?
Oh.
This bandit and the other terrorist group, they were invited here. So why are you surprised? I have already predicted about 3-4 years ago when Buhari was there that, look, more of these terrorists will come into Nigeria because there is an end game. They are pursuing an agenda. As long as they have not gotten there, they will continue to come in. It's as simple as that.
What agenda do you think they are pursuing?
They want to Islamize Nigeria.
As simple as that.
What's his name? T.Y. Danjuma said it. Obasanjo said it.
How possible is it going to be to Islamize a nation that
they have done it in other countries and they succeeded?
That is one funny question they always ask. When you talk about this Islamization, they tell you, how possible can it be? You'll be saying, how possible can it be when there are numerous examples out there? They have done it in so many places and it works. But each time you bring this out, the gullible Nigerians, the one Nigerians will tell you, oh, it's not possible. Oh, you can. The same way they said that you cannot have a modern ticket in the presidency. The same thing they talked about presidency and vice presidency today. What has happened? But when you speak about facts and solution, they will tell you, oh, it's not possible, it's not going to happen. How can they do it? Before their own very eyes, it is happening and it's going to happen. Remember the man that came and made the revelation last time? A security man, a top security officer that worked for Nigeria. He said, it is a question of when, not if. That it is a question of when it is going to happen, not if it's going to happen. Now you see why the Biafran people must get out of this cage before it is too late. The whole world is watching and observing what is happening. And today, Biafran government, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is providing a solution. A lasting solution for peace, for safety and security, for good economy, for every region. It doesn't matter what you want to practice. Do it with the people of like manner. People of the same value system. Be on your own and grow within your own space at your own speed. That is the solution the Biafrans are providing. And there is no other two ways about it. Let's listen here.
Islamize a nation that
they have done it in
so
other
many
countries and
people.
they succeeded. Didn't you know how they took over some countries that were originally Christian communities? Bro, what is going on in the north today? Have you seen any Christian raise up his voice? That place is already in their own hands.
Pay attention. For the northern Nigeria today, we have a lot of Christians in the northern Nigeria. But check across all the northern states in the Zulu Republic, you will not find any place where a Christian is in a top position. Even up to the deputy governors. You can't find any Christian in any strong position in the northern part of Nigeria. They have taken over everywhere in the north. And they are coming down to south. And somebody will be sitting there and saying, it is not possible, it's not going to happen. It is already happening. But not when Biafrans are in. We are out of it already.
No Christian can raise up. Mention any Christian that is holding any political appointment in the north today. Mention any Christian that is the governor in the north today. No, answer me. Mention any Christian that is any important political position in the north today. So they have already taken over. It's just a matter of time before they will come over here. So this thing that we have been saying since long ago, nobody wants to point, is already happening. Look at the agenda. Recruiting youths, bribing them with money. By the way, the people they gave you their names are those sponsoring this thing. What have you done with them? Pina, what have you done with them? If this thing is not a deliberate and orchestrated plan, they deliberately start on the list, and you are telling me you are fighting terrorism. Look at more coming. Who is sponsoring them? The money they are paying those locals, who gave it to them? Barrister,
how possible is it that a country as big and great as Nigeria will not be able to trace the people who created a social media platform just to recruit terrorists?
Oh, who told you they don't know? They know. El-Rufai told you that they hear their conversation. They know where they are. Gumi told you that whenever he's going to visit his boys, the bandits in the forest, the federal government officials used to back him up. They used to go with him. Gumi said, Gumi. So don't tell me that they know. All right. So there's no two ways about that. The thing is that you and I over here, we are sleeping on our right. In fact, we are sleeping on a bicycle.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Dallas.
All right.
Let's bring Dr. Dallas.
You know, right, so.
My brother, Christian, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
My dear brother, Udo Delege, all right. What is right? It's not what is all right. This is how they are, fear and everything. But in actuality, the fear is gone. The zoo is finished. We've been saying this for a long time that something is happening. And our PM, Jesus Christ, everything he tells you is gospel, just like Onyendu Namdekano. Everything he tells you manifests over time. You doubt it at your own peril. The zoo is finished. Now, that's Yoruba man Kunle who made that revelation outside the country. He has another floodgate has been opened, and this barrister, what is his name? This one who was speaking now.
Yeah,
he has always been a guy who speaks like that, like this. Even though sometimes he miss him. Sometimes I know. Sometimes he miss him. But now the floodgate, the genie is out of the bottle. That is why the way they attack them now, don't tell the lady they are trying to say about how come we cannot do this. How come they don't want to do it because they are working together. They are the same people. All these Sultan, all these El-Rufai and the Sanusi, all of them, all these Muslim Northerners, they know what they are. This Jesus Christ. How is it? People should. I don't know. It's incredible. It's incredible. We've been saying it for a long time, but thank goodness that everything now is in the open. Biafra is here, my brother. Maybe I will listen to you to talk a little bit because I just came in now. I was so Biafra is here, bro. And like I keep saying, any Biafran now working against our PM or against the Biafran public government in exile, that is because man, any Biafran who is not, you see that because there are two options. You come in, join to liberate your life, liberate your land, liberate your generation unborn, or if you can't for whatever reason, then you stay outside, stay quiet. But
stay quiet. I have said it many times. Stay silent. It is not by force. not by force.
But
just stay away.
Yeah.
Stay away. If you cannot, stay
Yeah.
away. We don't have when Biafra come back home.
Exactly. But
we have
for
a rule
you,
of law that we pass through.
Yeah.
You come home. As long as you didn't commit any crime, you just you walk into Biafra.
Exactly. The one that is intolerable, the one that we never accept is for you to become a hindrance, for you to become a saboteur. That one is unforgivable. That one is outrage. It can never be forgiven. But if you stay aside, fine. You don't want to participate, fine. So it's understandable. But like some of them who are coming to sabotage, no. They will meet their water law. My dear brother, can I leave Jehovah because this PM, my goodness me, everything he says is manifesting. I just had I don't know, maybe yesterday or 2 days ago, Showore was telling them that Nigeria. So these are hardcore one Nigerians who have been playing games with the life of people by saying one Nigeria revolution.
This is the problem of Nigeria. You see, most of these things we are talking about is before everybody. They are plain and open to everybody.
Yeah.
It's not as if maybe we are making up word or maybe it's a propaganda. This is something that they breathe. Every day you come out, when you wake up in Nigeria, you see it. You see that this is the attitude that is played out.
So
they continue to pretend. I can't understand it.
Yeah, so they said that Showore said that if Nigeria doesn't break, Igbo will not be for all that. Nigeria has to break for Igbo, something like that, or something along that line. That is his word. I don't know if you heard about it. So now you tell me.
I saw the video. He made this comment. He said, "An Igbo man can never succeed until Nigeria break up."
Imagine that. And this
it is a plan. It is okay. It's something written down, a constitutional plan written down against the Igbo Biafrans.
See?
That the only thing that will make an Igbo Biafran to succeed is a breakaway from Nigeria.
Wow. That alone is very evidential to the world community because these things will be documented and the world will hear. Even people who are not even Biafran, who are not Igbo or whatever, they are the ones saying which is a fact. So you see that with their mouth they are confessing the truth with their mouth. So and Tinubu again now he has gone to Saudi Arabia to talk again, just like the other time was Shetima telling the world that right of freedom is an alienable right of every group of people or whatever. The Tinubu has gone to Saudi Arabia to tell them to say the same thing about Palestinians. Meanwhile, you people still don't want Biafrans who has fought in a war, a serious war for 3 good years, millions die in the process, and you are still refusing them, bringing your military to come and buy the people. So that level of vindication, they condemn themselves already. With their mouth, they condemn themselves. But I saw the PR, I think it was yesterday, he said that these people, the zoo, the government, the Fulanis, all these jihadis, all these they know that the game is over, but maybe they're just pretending. They know the game is up.
Yeah.
The game is up because the whole heaven and earth bear a witness that it's time now. It's time now for Biafrans to breathe a sign of relief, to be free. It's signed already. So like I said, it's just shameful that when I say anybody, I wanted to ask you, this Dr. Damage, does he have scheduled interview with our PM, is it?
Yes. I think it's today. Today is 12. I think I forgot the time. It's today. It's going to happen today. Our PM posted it. Posted it. He's going to have an interview there on the platform today. But I think it should be, I don't know the actual time, but I got to check it up. The flyer is out there. Check the flyer, we will see the...
Yeah, because last week when I saw it, I wrote that, it's okay because our PM is not somebody...
Okay, somebody just wrote 6 p.m. Nigeria time. 6 p.m. Nigeria time.
Great, okay.
6 p.m. Nigeria time, yeah.
Yeah, so and we have the same, we will have the same time now with Nigeria. Okay, KB or Germany, Kinoko.
I'm Asia.
Okay. Wow. And what do my idea? Gee. Wow. Wow. Okay. Udodi. So I just wrote that, yeah, it's because there are people who expressed concern over the interview, you know, but for me, that is not the case with this PM because, again, most people, they don't understand, you know. Most people don't understand. There are certain things we've also seen and with strong conviction. So we can only thank Chukwuka Abiyama for that. That's all I can say. You know, this PM was born prepared. He came prepared. This is a mandate, you know, and everything was planned by Chukwuka Abiyama, and everything happened all over the world. Everything, you can't even begin to imagine. It's like a sequence from election in America, from the disintegration, internal combustion of the zoo, to you can't. If I begin to, they are all working out as it's been, you know, planned by Chukwuka Abiyama. So all this, they are wasting their time. There's nothing they've not tried with Nnamdi Kanu himself, the leader. They've tried everything, but this is a man who is very steadfast, you know. And for our PM, they don't tire because they don't throw everything. They don't tire now. You know,
anybody that's exercising fear for PM doesn't know what he's doing. Because PM is somebody who, can you imagine? Have you ever seen somebody using this strategy he's using? When you say something evil about our PM, he will help you to take that very content and promote it in his platform.
Yeah.
You that posted it in your own platform, it might be only 3 views or 4 views. He will post it and the people will see it as millions of viewers will see it. And what he's doing is to expose your ignorance and stupidity. Because when you stay among those little idiots around you, those ignorant ones around you, you will think you're making sense.
Yeah.
When he brings you to international stage, you will now understand how foolish you are.
Yeah.
And that is why I love his appearance in this Dr. Damage issue. He has been there before. This is not the first time. He has been in the Damage platform before. And when he came there, that very day, you saw how he exposed some. You begin to see the idiocy of some people who call themselves Biafrans.
Yeah. So
even who call themselves, we see their idiocy. And I believe the same thing will happen today. He is going to expose the stupidity of that very guy. That guy there. His ignorance and he thinks he's clever. He thinks he wants to use the opportunity to preach, and he will end up shooting himself on the leg.
Yeah, you know, the thing is this, yeah. Well, as for me, like back home, you know, I've told some of our people back home, I say, look, the Biafra is here. Some 2-3 years ago, especially when this PM emerged, I told them that this is done, it's finished. Biafra is here. It's just a matter of time for you to see it. Now, so as regards the interview Damage or Rudolph, whatever, we know the game, we know his agenda or whatever. So in his mind and in their thought process, they will be looking for avenue or weak point, right, from the interview. But they failed, or even before, it's like dead on arrival, because this PM, like I said, is well positioned for this thing. You know, he's well positioned. So, but Dr. Damage, and these are all zoo agents, you know, one Nigerianist. Even when truth is staring them in the face, they continue to lie to themselves, you know, because it's like in the chuku blown already. So this is how it goes. Even when they see the truth, they continue to lie to themselves. At the end of
when he interviewed Mazen Nandekano, it was to say if you watch the video, you see the kind of question he was asking Mazen Nandekano, you'll be wondering.
Yeah. And with this one today, you're gonna see also the type of mischievous questions they will try to come up with, you know. But the truth of the matter is that these are people. It's hard to put in words, you know, the type of evil that reigns in these people, because there's just one way. I think as it is now, there's just one way, one solution to the Nigerian problem, because otherwise, tell me what else How else are you going to solve the Nigerian problem? The people that runs Nigeria on behalf of the British, that is the Fulani, they've told you in a very clear terms that there's restructuring. They say restructure my foot. And frankly, them in conjunction with the British put Tinubu there, and they gave him a manifesto. This you will do, this you will do, that you won't do. If you go contrarily, like when he talk about the bill, he tried to introduce that tax bill, they shut it down. It's not part of the mandate given to Tinubu. Okay? So they run Nigeria on behalf of the British. That is a simple fact. People, you may not like it, but that is just the fact. And for them, Nigeria has been restructured to their own benefit. They have majority in the Senate, in the House of Rep, so you can't pass any bill. You simply cannot. So now, what are you going to do? How do you get yourself free from this shackle, from this bondage? There's no any other option apart from be ready to fight and free yourself. There's no, the revolution is not going to work, because even people calling for revolution, they say they are not ready to fight. They say they don't want violent revolution or protest. So it's not going to work. You protest. Okay, Dele Farotimi, the obedient guy. I think it was yesterday I saw him saying that they should imitate the IPOB with sit at home. He said one day sit at home, that everybody should come together. I begin to wonder, and he said son, senior advocate or whatever, or professor, I don't know what it was, but I begin to wonder, how does the brain of these guys, how does their brain function? You sit at home one day, first of all, you can never get Nigerians, all the region, to agree and sit at home. They will never do that. Because first of all, if you introduce it, the Yorubas who will tell you that until Tinubu finishes 8 years, nothing is going to happen. Can you imagine that? Even Sunday, Boho, these people, they want Tinubu to finish his 8-year term before they will start all over again. So we are not going to follow these people. We are doing our thing because they are not serious. Now, Dele say that every, I think third, he said he doesn't want to do 2nd of December because he doesn't want conflict or contra whatever with Biafran Republic government, because 2nd is Biafra, you know that. So you see that they know everything. These people know what is going on.
At the end of the day, they will finally agree that yes, we have the mantle. You see, now what is holding them is they are ashamed of themselves. They can't come out openly and admit that we have the key and the solution to the problem. Every single person that called himself intellectual in Nigeria knows that the only solution is disintegration of Nigeria.
They've been put to shame.
Once you disintegrate Nigeria,
everything is solved.
Interest will die a natural death.
Everything is solved. But
our problem is not you having an Islamic state. That is not our problem.
Yeah.
But go along with people of the same value system.
Simple.
There are some people that have already agreed on that. Why not put them together?
No, they don't want. They don't want. Why? Because they want more. They want to force me and you into it and be able to hijack our resources, our land, and plant Sultan and Emir in our place. That means we are conquered people. But it's never going to work. Never, ever is going to work. Even if you remain one person, we will go down striking. So but that is their game plan. Make no mistake. And again, of course, there are some international, bodies who are financing and supporting it, use financially, otherwise, So it's very complex. It's very broad. But my greatest joy is that Chukwu Okabiama is on our side, because we are the children of light, and wherever light shines, darkness disappears. People don't get it. Biafra, Jesus Christ, that they have long succeeded. It's just as simple as day and night for you to see why they failed. That Quran, they would have dipped it in the Atlantic. But there are people of God whom God had determined and decided that these are my people, and I will never let them be uprooted. People don't know what is going on, but it's unfolding. It's a gradual process, but it's fast unfolding before our very eyes. So this, they left to me. He was even at some point like he was laughing at himself, because it's like somebody who knows that he's talking fallacy. How are you going to one day sit at home for all Nigeria, which, by the way, is not going to work. But even then after the one day sit at home, what happens? So they have no solution. The only solution is the disintegration of Nigeria, because if you tell them regionalism, they will never pass that. So what else? There's no other option you have. There's absolutely, before our PM and then before they came to this conclusion, they've tried everything and they've seen everything, because it's like you put it to trial and you see the result. And the result is breakaway. Anything other than that, forget it. My brother, this brother, long time, brother, this brother, let me, hello to you, bro.
Oh, Freeman, you're welcome.
Freeman,
good morning, sir. Good morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Go ahead, my brother Freeman. Go ahead and speak to us.
Yeah. Good morning, Honorable Dave.
Good morning, bro.
Yeah, I'm big brother. Good morning, good Biafrans, you know. Yeah, as just like the way we are doing it and we are spreading the good news. This is good news of Biafra. Because Biafra is religion. And in Biafra, that is where we will worship. Yes. Yeah. That is where the kingdom of God will be in earth. And that is what we are doing. You know, just like the interview they were doing with that man, and the man is saying the truth. And you know, one thing with this journalist or whatever, go-to journalist, when they ask you strong question, and when you're saying the truth, they would like to cut it off.
Yes. Yes.
They would like to cut it off. Yes, I don't know why they are doing that. It's because they are working with the caliphate. Just like when the man was saying, military of this one is Christian, head of this one is Christian, that is not functioning. The man is Christian while terrorists are taking barracks everywhere. And it's only Biafra land that they cannot do that. Why? Because we, the Biafrans, we are the real Christians and we stand on that.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they say Yorubas are Christians, I do watch the type of Christians they are. Anyway, I don't want to go through in there, but we know who they are, you know. Yeah. But if you want to talk about Christianity or whatever, you come down Biafran land, and that is Igbo land, let me see. And Prime Minister said something. He said in the whole entire Nigeria, it is only in Biafra land people are not running away from their ancestral home. And that is exactly, and that is the truth. Had it been,
my brother, sorry, brother, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm so sorry about that. There's one interview I saw between you and one other brother. I really enjoyed that. It's maybe a couple of months ago. He has a channel, and you were in that channel, and you gave it to him. What I was so impressed. I was really impressed, but because I was watching it, and all the arguments he was bringing have no substance, and you debunked it all. And when I look at that brother, I said, "This is also." I don't know his position till date. If he has changed, if he's now enlightened, if he has seen the light, whatever. I don't know if he's still on that trajectory. But what was my joy was that you really you took him to God, and I hope he has learned. Huh?
Yes, you know, that guy, he said his name is Ezumezu, you know, he never changed. Yeah, but I normally educate him. I am the only person he can never look down on, even though I comment or I do not comment. You know, even he normally block people, but I used to tell him, guy, you are blocking people that are listening to you. When they're right, no matter whatever you say, if they insult you, you have to think, what did I say? Why these people insult me? You are talking to us and you're blocking us. Why? You know, I confronted him fully. I give him woto that day. That's why anytime he saw my comment, he said, yes, this is Simon Ekpap, strongest follower. He's my brother. I don't have problem with him because I've lectured him enough, you know. Yeah, he never changed, but I hope he will change. Just like Obi-Wan. No, Obi-Wan Ndigo.
Okay. He's coming. Yes. He's coming to the light, I think.
I told him too. I told him too. Now you're coming. He said yes. I've been set aside. Keep on watching. To say, okay, I said now you have to give able to people like David, Vam, and other media that stood with Prime Minister up to date and make you to know that yes, they are whiter than snow. He said yes. That now he realized. Now he's preaching about 2nd December. He wants everybody to be there. So that is good.
Exactly. So So you see, so you see that the gospel penetrates. So that's why we don't give up. We never, consistency is the key. Like our leader Onyendu Mazinan can say, consistency. See this brother Chooks now, he's been so consistent. God bless him. Oh my goodness me. Consistency is the key. So obviously, but at the same time, I got more quiet still because
You don't trust anybody, even yourself. You don't trust
I don't
yourself.
trust the thing, and now the kind of Jesus Christ. Also,
Mazinan say that the only person he will trust that tomorrow morning the person will still talk about Biafra is himself.
Yeah, so he said
himself that he believes that whenever he wake up, he will talk about Biafra.
And then the kind of say,
discuss now, tomorrow, he's not even sure if you're going to speak again.
Yeah, and then the kind of say that our own sabos are like they are made from pit of hell. You remember I said it? When you see the likes of Joey Bokwe, this thing started from the Nnamdi keywords of this world, though, trickle down to what we have, all these hopes of the your own people, your own ancestral people and land. You for what? Jesus, the thing all is unimaginable. But the good thing is that those who are different are different. Sure. Forever and ever. Like this PM, like Nnamdi Kanu, never. So that is why we must continue to thank God. And if you watch even the Israelites, they have similar trajectory when they were fighting to be free. The ones who are sabo, they are sabo to heaven. They are sabo to the pit of hell. They can never. You remember the history of Israelites in the Bible, living. So the sabos among them. So it's so similar. So like this, is Umezu or that guy that you had interaction with. So people like that, the way I look at it, it could be 2 or 3-fold. Either that they were part of those DOS or IPOB who, for some reason, they probably knew or participated in the arrangement leading to the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu. Therefore, the guilt wouldn't let them repent. I've always said that a lot is going to happen moving forward. Some of them get called, I'm telling you. Because Nnamdi Kanu will come out. He will come out, and some of them will not live to see it because some of them participated for whatever reason. Then some of them, again, because of that nature of the spirit of crab. Who is he? From where did he come? When we reach that, stuff like that. Some of them, they say that, he just come from from just all of a sudden, blah, blah, blah. Therefore, they are not willing to succumb. But that is, again, that evil spirit, because the place where no road, now you go follow. If you follow the place where no road, not be this, they go fall inside, go to be that. So you see the problem. So like that brother, like you said, yeah, maybe with time, who knows, he might change. But I know that there are those who will never change, who are condemned already. But because guilt also, they've participated in evil, so they don't want it. And some of them, they look at our PM, that envy and jealousy is inbuilt. They can never get over it. That instead when you go be you, make it not happen at all. I think there's a guy who made such comment. I'm trying to remember his name. Yeah, he said that instead when you go be someone maybe Biafra no come.
That is Ikenga. That is Ikenga.
Exactly. Ikenga.
Yes.
Oh
He's
my. Chai, Diego, brother, continue with your. Sorry to continue.
Okay, thank you very much. We really thank Chukwuka Abiyama that finally he gave us Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister. Yeah. And if you really watch what he's doing, even he's going faster than Mazi Onyendu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is something Biafra Unite said yesterday night while on program. He said all those DOS or like people like Mazi Ezumez, they are getting confused. Look, the love we have on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the 100% love we have on him is still on him. Yeah, that we did not remove even single one from Mazi to Simon. No, we have the love we have on Mazi is still on Mazi, and the love we still have on Simon is still Simon's own. That is 100%. Why whenever you saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court smiling, every Biafrans is smiling. No matter who you are. So that shows that we still love him, no matter that. Yes, that is the question I asked Ezumez that day. you were asking us, why are we following Simon Ekpa? Then who is our leader? I told him, guy, it's just like our father has, our father in our house, they arrested him and they want to took our house. Do you think that we will keep calm and they will took our house? Exactly. Because we know that our dad cannot do anything through behind the bar. Yes. That's why we are following Simon, and that's why Simon is doing whatever he is doing. Yes. Thank God we have him. Okay, in social media now, everybody is quiet. And they are now trying to make jest of, 2nd December, let's see now. Many of them have kept mute, and they are trying to see if 2nd December we fail, then you will see all those errors again. But I'm telling them that even that 2nd December, we have jump and pass. Yeah. Yes, I remember when Simon used to tell us, when things like this is happening, we have to tell them, cry me a river. I normally ask them to cry me a river, because we have jumped and passed 2nd December self. I told that guy, look, let me tell you something. What Simon Ekpa is doing is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked him to do. That those books you normally saw him chapter to chapter, that is the book of Biafra, and Mazi handed it over to Simon Ekpa. That's why he told us, follow this guy. He is bringing this struggle to another dimension, and this is that dimension. So, and again, our Igbo people, our Biafrans, they should know that, look, we have struggled, we have gone, Mazi, Simon Ekpa, the small boy, that one, Ekperima, for years, he's doing what he's doing up to this time. Almost everybody eye is opening. Almost everybody eye now is opening, But I wonder why they are still there was one post I saw. The guy was saying that 2nd December is a Finland National Day. But that was just a lie, And Prime Minister was telling them, do you know where that convention is going to happen? The man that composed Biafra national anthem was named after that place, and they really know about us, so they should know that what we are doing is what we're supposed to do. And thank God we have Prime Minister who knows everything, who knows how to handle Nigeria. Without Prime Minister, I don't think that. Do you know that they have stopped bringing Igbo's buildings down in Lagos? They have even kidnapping, burning markets, killing people, army harassing civilians. That one has gone down totally. What make it possible? Because of we have BLA, and they are doing their work, and they show that yes, we are the Biafran soldier. We are not ESN. No, they are Biafran soldier, and they're giving it to Nigerian soldiers the way they want it. So I would say a very big elbow to our Prime Minister. He is doing his job, and thank God, and I really thank the Biafrans that are following him, people like Honorable Dev. I really thank you, because you never give up. Since from that day, you do come often and on, and whatever you're doing is whatever people want to know. So my brother, keep it up, I say, let me jump in and say hello to you and the good Biafrans. That 2nd, 29, 30, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, I hope we all will meet in Finland. There we will drop our signatures. May Chuko Kabiama lead us through. Biafra is coming. I have a lot of tracks, music tracks I'm composing so that I will make it possible before then. So thank you very much, brother, and keep it up.
You're welcome.
So, maybe before you go, let me quickly say, because it's always good to, debunking is very good, and when you completely debunk the person that has nowhere else to go to, shame becomes the alternative. Now, that brother that that interviewed you in his channel, we're talking about, so he was saying that why did our PM not follow instruction or follow Nanikamba? No, but it's very obvious for anybody with even half brain that immediately Nanikano was kidnapped, you no longer have to take instruction from him. You cannot, because you don't know the condition in which he was speaking or talking under duress. So if you really want the movement to continue to move forward and to get to the rightful destination, what you have to do is, like our peer, that's why I said that all these people, they will fail already because they are dealing with a guy who was well prepared for this journey. Because what you do is, you just keep pushing, tell them if they want me to follow the instruction from Mazen Onyendu as the leader, they have to set him free. So when he's free, in a very free atmosphere, without any duress, without guns standing beside him, then if he says something, I will listen. And that is what Mazi Simon Ekpa told them. So that guy who was saying when you were in his platform that why is he not taking instruction? How can he take instruction from somebody who is under DSS dungeon? That doesn't make sense. And you know it, that it doesn't make sense. So it's shameful that they got, like I said, maybe they were doing all this because they never wanted it to succeed in the first place, or either they are working with the zoo government politicians. A lot of them work for the zoo, Hopus Odema and the rest of them. You know, and with the consistent effort of this Biafran Republic government and our PM, it's yielding results you can't even imagine. Because let me tell you, with unequivocally that Biafran politicians, all these our governors, be it Soludo, be it Uzodema, be it Enugu, or none of them want to the Kanu out. I am telling you that if you don't understand this, then I feel sorry for you. None of them. The only condition in which they want to the Kanu out is that if he denounced Biafra, that is just for them. That is all. If Nnamdi Kanu say, okay, no more, then they let him. But because for them, Nigeria is their all or is their butter and bread, is their impunity where they do. So this is it. It's very simple. And thank you so much, my brother, and Mazi Chus. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that very wonderful contribution. You see, some of our people, when I see some of our people, the way they talk, I know that the only people who are not with Master Simon Ekpa people are people now that they are not listening to the brokers of Simon Ekpa. And the people who bring argument against him, when you hear what they are saying, if you are someone that have listened to the program of Simon Ekpa, you see that what they are saying is totally different from what he's doing. Like people who will come and accuse him against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We have thousands of videos, which I have played several times here, where Mazen Simon Ekpa have continuously said, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of this struggle. Mm-hmm. He is the leader. Mm-hmm. There is no competition between him and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. As long as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still with us here talking about Biafra, he remains the leader of the struggle.
Exactly.
As he stands today, being for the fact that he's in the territory of the enemy, to secure him and bring him out, we must not wait for any order from that direction.
Yeah.
And it will be very childish for somebody. Let's say, for example, those of us who are Igbo Biafrans that we go to our master and we learn trade. You go to your master, you learn a trade, you are with your master for 5 years, 10 years, and all of a sudden, your master is gone, either dead or taken away from you. And now you will go and fold your hand. Come on to go to another shop and buy market and implement that you have learned from your master. You could not. Is that not a shameful thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a shameful thing for you to be with your master for so many years? Just for
sorry,
my
brother. Yeah.
You can't even continue with the business.
Yes. This your statement. Remember me the story they told us now on a Bible, about the master and his servants. He gave this one, then gave this one two. Yes, one buried his own on the ground. Exactly what they want us to do. Okay, ask Benjamin Madbugo or China Samur or DOS, since they are on the ground, what have they done to attack Nigeria? What have they done since they're nothing but okay? The one they gave to Mazi Simon Ekpa, he keep returning it, he keep doing with multiplying. This is where we are now. Okay, you want to tell me that when Mazi came out now and okay, my guy, what do you have on your table? No, we are just
Give account of your stewardship. What are you going to present?
What are you going to present? What are you going to present? So that is it. I wonder why people are running foolishly, but that is a bad mind. And
yes, my brother. It's ignorance. You see, I saw one of the videos that called himself that one that used to imitate our prime minister. I don't want to mention his name.
Yeah.
He always imitate our primacy. If our friends are we are cap, he are cap.
Onyara. Imitation. Imitates everything.
He's analysis. You know what this guy was saying? He said, Simon Ekpa said he's going to declare Biafra. Now he has changed it to convention. I was looking at this man. He said he has changed it to convention. Before he said he's going to declare Biafra. Now he has changed it to convention. And look at this man. Look at what a sensible person is saying.
That guy, the Konya Habrono.
If you cannot understand the message of Mazi Simon Ekpa, there is nothing you will understand. It means you are dumb. Simon Ekpa is somebody who breaks something to he will bring it to the lowest angle. He will bring it, sometimes when he will talk, you will think he will come to the lowest area that you will understand.
But sorry, quickly before I forget, let me just say quickly. You see, these same people like that one when you say no one call his name, which is good. He's as dumb as a rock. That guy, he's dumb, very dumber than a rock. You know what they are going to do on that 2nd December? Watch out and see. After that day,
2nd December. Do you know that 2nd December, the Prime Minister have in advance explained what to see, what to expect. I have played the video here, thousands of them. It's still here. The video is still here.
Yeah,
he has told you this is what you see. Don't expect this. Don't expect this. But look at them. They are still going towards that very propaganda.
Yeah, because it's the only thing they have. So after that 2nd, they will come out to tell you, he say go declare Biafra. Where is Biafra? That this and this and that. And they are mad people. They are just evil, pure and simple. Oh dear.
You're welcome, Ramax.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi Chicks. Hey, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This one, I didn't them well. I make a loon. They would make a binary go. I didn't hear question email intended to Pasare you because which I look family. And I the mess was I the mess loon them wow because no haram. Your man. Mbake your man. Nke weekend them nde onu no toli so obo kala amoro go.
Cow.
Ejima so asusu we koma but ejikwa abeti ya asusu ndem be se na hwe na hwe gbara dem gba egba na olire ana ade ya so that is how my mother's people, they migrated from Amomara in Mbisen. So for me now, I would not marry any girl from Amomara in Mbisen. So we don't marry them. Look at the distance from Amomara Mbisen in Imo State. Then Ngwa, Abangwa. See the difference and how we maintain that level of tradition and so on and so forth and respect. You see, my people. There is a new terrorist organization they call Lakurawa in the northern part of Nigeria today. They are campaigning and promising to pay their candidates or recruits. They are recruiting. And that is what I believe that's the meaning of that Lakurawa. They are recruiting people and promising to pay them 1 million naira. They are even administering justice system in that place. Because there was a program interview, I watched it yesterday in Mazuko, Honorable Mazuko's platform. We discussed it, we analyzed it when the guy from the north, two of them that were interviewed by Shehu were giving the analysis. Do you know that these people have been there for many, many years? In fact, when the report came to the Nigerian Intelligence Department, they told them that they are not violent. And when they now are, when they brought out the violent nature of themselves, they were kicked away. and later they re-enter again. This is the problem that we have. While you are fighting for the, production of things, goods and services in the southern part of Nigeria, the north is giving you the gift of terrorism.
Yeah.
Terrorist organization. And their people will never come against them. Even when the reports are there for the security agencies to go after them, but they will not. Their people will not even speak out. Just imagine 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, these people have been causing, terrorist attack in those areas, controlling local governments, collecting taxes in Islam, what they call jizya. They are collecting taxes. They are even settling disputes. You see, but when you see where it beats my heart, I cannot, anytime I think about it, it's as if that if I am very, very potent enough that can fly in an invincible manner, I would have gone to the southeast and begin to sting all these irresponsible political intellectuals like my son.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I would have flew invisibly to the southeast. You see all these intellectuals, these elites, the people that are benefiting from the current criminal status quo, because if they are not benefiting from it, they will never challenge you for destroying that entity and trying to bring in Biafra. They are benefiting from it. That is where I have problems. When these people, their counterparts, are protecting their own, no matter how bad they are, no matter the crimes they've committed, they call them their warriors in the forest that are guarding their forest. They will commit mayhem, you won't hear it. They will not come out. But when you come to our own side, which people brought Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out, set up the motion that he must be proscribed, to cage him, is it not the Southeast governors? Is it not the Southeast governors that gathered?
It is.
And set the motion in place that warranted, gave the imposter in Abuja as at that time the power to do what he did. Our people. And when you go to space, you see them. Our people. Me, I am Ukene. I will mention that there is one they call Evaristus. He's always on space talking rubbish. Another one they call Chuku Demma or something, Chuku Dinama or whatever they call himself. And the other one they call him to BC. These are people. There is another one that be changing his name left, right, and center. They call Doggy. Today is Doggy. Tomorrow is Fulani Man. The other day is Nosike. I have been meeting them on the space. When they speak, it's as if they want to cause you to vomit. And these are Igbo-speaking Biafrans. Igbo people. We have a very serious problem, my people. We have a very serious problem. But as long as God is with us in this fight for the restoration of my father's ancestral land, we will not have no problems. They will be there just like they were there when Ojukwu did what he did. Unfortunately, with our uncles and aunties that came and gone, unfortunately, they didn't succeed. But they set up the blueprint that you and I today are following. The only thing we will do to them is to bring this Biafra, no matter how, no matter what, so that their spirit will be appeased. Any other thing other than that, we are nailing them. We are crucifying them even in their graves, because that is what they wanted. Our people that died through act of blockade, kwashiorkor, big heads, protruding stomach, and lanky limbs did not die simply because they wanted to die or they committed any crime. They died that you and I will be alive. And I'm happy today. I am not a full-blooded Biafran. I am not. If someone like me would do what I am doing, I don't see the reason why any son or daughter of Biafra land whose both parents are Biafrans will speak, will even have the reason to stay back and be campaigning against, doing this campaign of calumny against your own brothers and sisters that have sacrificed their time and life to fight against these people that has occupied our land, deprived you of the breadfruit that God planted in your father's land. If that will not worry you, I don't know if there is any other thing that is going to. You don't have heart. You don't have heart and soul. If that alone, go to Abana, go to Ekang, go to Orong, go and see how your people are suffering. Go to Goniland. Go to Bonny. Go and see where they are on daily basis exporting liquefied natural gas. Bonny in Port Harcourt. And the one that is being discovered now in Biafra land of Southeast. Go and see what they are doing with it. But the only thing you need to do is to come out on spaces, on social media, on television, and begin to castigate your own people, spreading this, campaign of calumny against your own people. But you cannot fight. God will judge you, and God will judge you bitterly. God will punish you for the stand that you have taken against your own people that have left their comfort zone, ready to come and defend their mother's ancestral land. You, whose both parents, what you can only offer them is to continue to place obstacles for them. You will suffer for it. Glory be to God that social media is a recording app, a recording system, where my face, as I'm talking to you now, will be played for me or my children, even in Ghana here, that this is what this man said at the time this thing will happen. As we are watching the clips of what happened in the 1940s, so our children unborn are going to watch whatever that we have put in place today. And by the grace of God, Biafra comes, which I know that he is going to give us, because we are not terrorists. We are not fighting to invade anybody's land. We are not invading anybody's land. We are protecting what God has given our people that is on the verge of being taken away from them. That is what we are preserving. We are self-preserving our land and our people, our culture and tradition. If you've not been following Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, please do that. And there is blessing in what he is doing. I am not a spiritualist, but I am Yokene. There is blessing in what he is doing, and there is reward as well in what he is doing. Do not let anybody to dissuade you by their antics or gimmicks from their, slave masters. These people are being bankrolled. Anytime you see them coming out to castigate you, that is the language the Nigerian terrorist government wants to understand. That is what they like. They will support them. Oh, you are the most truthful person in Biafra land. They will begin to push the person until the person enters into the grave, and they will abandon that person. Just like it's happening to Ijele Vulture, but today they've abandoned him. Nobody is looking after him anymore. Those people that were telling him, urging him on. Ijele speaks. Ijele speaks on. Speaks on. Today he is speaking down. So shall it happen to every one of, including me, the day I renege from this promise that I had made in the presence of all of you. Same thing will happen to me. Same thing will happen to me. I love my mother's ancestral land. Just like I know that it's not Uhuru for us in Ghana as well. But the peace we enjoy in this particular place, in my father's ancestral land, why can't my people also enjoy same peace and decorum in my own mother's ancestral land? What is the problem? What have they done?
Mazi, Ghana is a great country, and there's a reason why. Because people don't know. People don't know the genesis of the problem of Nigeria is that pursuit to Islamize it, to conquer it, to take it over by. It's like a conspiracy, a conglomerate conspiracy to turn the entire Nigeria into a settled ground for the Fulani from the entire Sahel region. For whatever reason, they figured Nigeria to be a soft touch, a soft landing, or the weak link. They didn't try it in Ghana. They did try, they failed, but they see Nigeria as a fertile ground, So that is why Nigeria is screwed, completely fucked from day one. Because you
see, there is, let me tell you one of the things that that put us apart and far away from what is happening in Nigeria. In 1971, a Christian, Gowon, took Nigeria to OIC.
But Babangida initiated it, right? Babangida initiated it.
It was Gowon, 1971.
Okay, so Babangida sealed it up by consolidating.
Yes, in 1986, IBB ratified it and made Nigeria full member of OIC.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah.
It was Babangida that did that.
Yeah.
And today, when people will come out and say, "Oh, we are a secular state," they say, "You don't know what you are doing. Go to that place, you go see them there." Yesterday, what happened? I like what they are doing. You see, they are indirectly Nigeria that cannot even man her borders, especially in the north. Over 1,000 plus kilometers stretch of border, uncontrollable, unmanageable, unpoliceable border. You are going to, you are going to rub shoulder with Israel. The vice president went to United Nations Congress and said what he said. And your house, there are two larger ethnic groups that are fighting for freedom, for separation from you. You said no, you are killing them. But you go to United Nations, you are campaigning for freedom of another country. Another country.
And Tinubu has now openly, Tinubu has now openly joined the enemies of Israel, because in Saudi Arabia, he told them that the aggression of Israel against Palestinians, so that he has to stop. This is the word of Tinubu. Now you tell me, so you think that Israel, having seen and known that Nigeria has become a terrorist Islamic country, will come out and say a thing like that against a people who are fighting, who are facing existential threat? Israel, they are facing existential threat, and you, who has already been accused, Hamas leaders were in Nigeria some months ago. They were on AIT and Channels TV, the leaders of Hamas. And you are now coming to say this. So obviously, they've drawn the line on the sand. And Israel is taking note of all this. So we thank God. So
I say, I am so happy. Israel do not forgive.
Never.
Israel is the land of pilgrimage for Christianhood, for Christendom. But Israel do not forgive. And I like this spirit of the Israeli people. If you kill one Israeli, be ready to receive body bags of 100. That is who they are. And that is what they will do. So, my people, that I am so happy with what is going on because they are biting more than they can chew. It is for our own good. And I'm here to tell every one of us in comment section, please, if you have not voted, go and vote. Me, I was, if you count, if my memory will serve me, if I will remember vividly, I don't want to over-exaggerate. I will be, immediately the portal was announced, I might be among the first 100 that voted. The very first day we started voting, I will be among the first 100 that voted. Okay? Go and vote. Go and append your signature on that voting portal. If you have, contribute and help for us, because any granite that our people are using to defend my mother's ancestral land are expendable commodities. That is what we call it. These are expendable materials. When you send it, it will return. Unless you have the technology that can pick up the empty shells and fix them again. Otherwise, you go and buy. We need the resources for it. We need the resources for it because that is the language the caliphate control system of Nigeria understands. If they slap you here again, ndị Igbo si na onye chọrọ igbu ọgụ ya kwesịrị ịrụ aka, mana ịrụ aka a ga-apụtu aka ọgụ esu. Ekene m unu. Ndewo.
Maazị Chuks. Yeah. Maazị Chuks. You see this interview, this interview tonight with our peer is going to be, there's the interview before the storm. Of course. The interview before the storm. You see this interview, the entirety of the zoo government, they're going to switch on to watch it, and including international community. You see, Rudolph is he's working for the zoo government. We know whom he is. We know where he stands, right? So, and we also know what they hope to achieve if they succeed from the interview, like, getting out whatever thing they perceived as a weak link or whatever. So this interview is going to be, but I trust our PM that he will prepare very well for it, because this interview is going to be the last before the storm. And that storm is December 2nd, which they are fighting us, hoping if they can thwart it, but there's no way they cannot thwart it. So this interview is going to reveal a lot. A lot of people are going to be watching. I think it's like never before had interview. This is a major one. So because obviously there are things I know I can preempt that Rudolph is going to ask, like, did you carry the Ohanezes, or for example, politicians, other people, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day,
he will end up disgracing himself. That is the only thing I'm here to see.
Exactly. Because
as for our prime minister, even if he's sleeping, wake him up.
Because the point, the cardinal point, the real issue, or should I say the ground zero of the entire issue, is what do you do with Nigeria? If you're one Nigerianist and want to continue one Nigeria, what do you do? Do you like the prevailing circumstances in Nigeria? If the answer is no, so what do you do? How are you going to deal with the terrorism that is in the north, that is being sponsored by northern politicians, Muslims who want to Islamize Nigeria? How do you deal with that? Even if you get Peter Obi or whoever it is as president, how do you deal with that? Are they going to at some point say, okay, they no longer want Sharia? Or you think these people are going to say that? They will never say that. So how do you deal with that? Another thing is, hey, these people, this root of people, if I catch these people, oh God. So, but it is well. We have a well-prepared, able prime minister. You cannot, like you say, even if you wake up from sleep, you know what's up. So
he knows that guy very, very well. I saw one of his interviews where he was talking down on Donald Trump and where the
I saw it. I saw it.
Talking down on Donald Trump. I know whom he is and what he
exactly.
Our Prime Minister is going to expose him the
it's a magistrate. There is a statement that somebody made. One of the great sons of Biafra land was asking me questions the other day on the space, asking me very intrusive questions. I never knew that such questions would be asked to me after this long of being in Biafra struggle. For the love of my mother's ancestral land and the love of my mother and her people. I never knew that someone was saying on the space that they paid me, the Biafra Republic government in exile paid me from Ghana to begin to propagate, things about Biafra in Ghana, where my father comes from. If not that this man, according to him, this great son of Biafra land, according to him, has known me for more than 5-6 years now. I do not know if he could have stood for me. I remember the very first time when I was listening to Simon Ekpa. When Simon Ekpa started, the Prime Minister started broadcasting on YouTube. We were the first set of people. We had the opportunity to go in there and make calls and even appear. I appeared just like this and introduced myself to him. I do not know how on earth someone will conceive such evil and blackmail against it. So I laughed. I said, look, if at all, Biafran people, they will not pay me. They will not pay me. If Nigeria
you have YouTube channel? You have YouTube channel?
No, I don't have.
So I mean, there's one they call Kelechi who had YouTube channel. So that one is understandable because he was coming for his own financial aggrandizement, But you don't have YouTube channel, and you've been following the fact. You are following the truth. Everybody knows that. So that's not gonna fly, though.
So that Kelechi too, I was there. In fact, when I begin to go there, anytime that I didn't go there, the Biafran people will be asking, Kelechi, where is Anwimbun? Where is Anwimbun? Is everything okay with him? Call him, bring him.
Is Kelechi in Ghana? Does he live in Ghana? Mas, is he in Ghana?
Yes, I know where he stays. I know the municipal, the constituency.
Okay. Wow. A lot is. I know. We know.
I know the constituency where he lives, and his Lila NGO that he was, funding. I don't know. I've not been seeing him on YouTube anymore. I don't know
Agent.
So that time when we ran away from him, everybody just despised him and moved away. The accountability group.
Rudolph Okonkwo, he has made himself an enemy. The mere fact that he came out, to castigate Donald Trump. Because I watch.
Excuse me, let me respond to this message. Somebody is writing a message here, and he said, "I have been begging you people each time to tell me how I can vote. Please, I want to vote. The restoration of my father's land, Biafra. I need to consider." If you want to vote, it is a very simple issue. It is there. I don't know when you begin to listen. These are maybe some of people who are coming late.
Yeah.
If you want to get the link, just go to our website. For it to be easy to you, just go to the platform of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa on X. Let me see if I can be able to show you so that it will be easy for you. You just go there and cast your vote. It is not a difficult thing. You cast your vote online. That's if you're living abroad, it will be much more easier for you. You just go to this is the platform of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. When you get into the platform, you will see this This is the website. Just click on this website, biafrarepublicgov.org. You click there, then it will take you in. You will go through there. You will see the space where you can be able to cast your vote. You see vote. Once you click on this vote, it is going to lead you in. You can cast your vote. Or you can reach out. If you have my number, reach out to me privately. I send you a link also. There are also some numbers you can call. So numbers you can call, you give your information, and then you can be able to vote. So it is simple. It's not difficult. Try as much as possible to cast your vote if you want to do so. Don't say nobody wants to tell you. We are always preaching about it. Maybe you are not, if you are in Biafran platforms, many Biafran WhatsApp group, everybody there is sharing it almost every blessed day. So thank God that you are now waking up and coming close. Just go and do yours. Easy place. Just go to the platform of Promise and X. From there, you can cast your vote. It's very easy. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah. So
before you go on, I think we have a stranger here. We have somebody, Peace. Let's allow Peace to make introduction then before we continue, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Peace, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me as well?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. I just come back from work, so I slept a little bit. That's okay. Let me see if you are online. And I was happy to see you online. I want to greet my brother Mas well. Good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are, and other my brother. But Maswell, the reason why I came is because of you. I want to thank you very much because I've been following you long time since Simon and the Biafra Unite and the rest of them, Sonny, Aquarawa, and Biafra 247. So that was the time of autopilot. So right now we have Biafran government in exile, and since that time you have been following this freedom. And I want to tell you that you are a real soil of Biafra land.
Biafra.
And
Yes.
God, you are a real son of Biafra land. I'm telling you, because this freedom, no matter your father is from Ghana, but still you are also a Biafran, because
100%.
you are a Biafran and you use all your heart to fight. That is what they call Igbo blood. Because I am here, I don't want people should intimidate my blood, because when I see an Igbo man, I see the blood that flows inside me that flows the same thing with that Igbo man. You see, I don't say this Igbo man is from another parents, he's not my brother. No. As far as we speak one language, we are brothers and we are sisters and we are one family. And I want to tell you that you will live long and you will reap what you have sowed to bring to be part of the freedom of Biafra to come to pass. Because I can see, as I am here now, I have packaged all my luggage. I am waiting on that declaration day, and which I am not a religious man. I am not a religious man. I don't go to church. I don't go to Muslim, but I am a child of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. That is what I am, and a child of my forefathers and ancestors. So, my brother, I want to tell you, thank you very much for what you have been contributing to, for this freedom, because it's not easy. You have been. In short, I will be the number one that will see you on that day that we are going to celebrate that freedom fully. I will be the one to come and give you a handshake. You are a real hero, and you are a
our Igbo people say, "Bam, Bama, Bamest."
No, really, brother, you are a real freedom fighter. Really, you are a real freedom fighter, because you are part of this freedom, and God will bless you. I'm telling you, whosoever that criticize you, that you are a Ghana man, you don't have right to come and no, that person is stupid. You are a Biafran, and God will bless you. He's a Biafran,
of course.
Yeah. And what I want to say again, finally, is that, The problem of our people, most especially our Igbo people, is religion. I'm telling you. Our Igbo people, I have seen them, they are very, very weak to retaliate because of they want to be rich. They want to go to heaven to go and meet God. My brother, let me tell you, the country I'm living, they don't even know anything about God. I haven't even seen them one day carrying Bible, they are going to church. Never. But any little mistake, they will call their government, which are the police, their security, to come and arrest you, that you are threatening their life. Simple as ABC. The next thing, they won't even take you to jail immediately. They will only take you to police and say you sign. Later, they will not tell you are going to wait for court order because they know that you are not running anywhere. You are here. They are good. They are not going to threaten you. But when the court day comes, you will go to the court and answer. But in Nigeria, it's very, 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 very difficult. You will do somebody bad now. For the person to go and report you to the police that you are threatening his life, you will be asking God, please protect me. Let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, Igbos, if you are waiting for God to protect you, bro, sisters, you are gone. You have to defend yourself. If you are waiting for God to come and fight for Biafra, or for God to come and fight for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, should come out from prison, from the place they kidnapped him and kept him there, because they kidnapped him. They kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is reality, truth, 100% truth. They kidnapped him. If we are waiting for God to come and fight for Biafra should come, we are wasting time. This is the time for Biafrans all over Eastern, Biafrans and Biafrans as all, to come together and fight for this freedom, because this is our last hope now, is Biafra. Nigeria is finished. Nigeria have no integrity. They don't know anything. Nigeria want to be Islamized, and if Nigeria is not even part of Islamization country, yes, Nigeria is 100% an Islamization country. Both the ones that are doing social media, Facebook, talking about the riches, Davido, blah, blah, blah. All those ones are illiterate. They don't know anything, that Nigeria is finished, because one day they will be surprised they have converted to Muslim. I am not against Muslim. I am not against Christian, but these two are not our culture. We have our own culture. We have our own, we praise our own Chukwukikabiama. It's not through this name called Christianity and Muslim. All those things are kononi. Religion is religion colony. Let me put it that way. So we should hold up our arms and fight for our freedom. We will get it, and we have gotten it. Number two, our leader.
Hold their peace here. Hold their peace here. You see, the religion that I have known, and I have also known, and the moral standard and value of the Biafran people is live and let live. If you look, that is love. That is love. Do unto others. You know, even there is a proverb. That is love. Love is what I was taught according to Igbo tradition. If you see something that does not belong to you, it does not belong to you. Send it to your father or your mother, and they will look for the person that owns it. That was how we were brought up. That was how we were brought up. One now carry on. Now much carry on.
So, secondly, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. I have been watching him since he was an autopilot leader, you know, since they kidnapped our leader. So I have been watching him, listening to him since 2019, before we have autopilot. I've been watching Simon Ekpa. So I want to tell Biafrans that, let me tell you, without that young man living in Finland, I don't know how Biafra land is going to be today. Because Simon is the right man that motivated all Biafra Unite, Biafra 247, because those men, he motivated them, and Sonny Akparawa also, he motivated him as well. They know that, okay, this is the right man to carry on this freedom. I'm telling you, my brother and sisters, without Simon, bro, we don't know where. So by now, 2002 was the time they planned to Islamize the southern east Biafra land. That was the time. Was 2002, which they have tried. They have tried. No way. Because of who? Simon Ekpa. I'm telling you, we should respect that young man, and he is the hero of our time. After our what is his name? Mazinam Dekano. Because Simon did a very, very fantastic job. I am the one, I witnessed it. When King Solomon was praising him. End of the day, where is King Solomon? No one hear from him anymore. I know a lot of people who resigned from autopilot. The letter came and in. Even Pastor Van was among the people. But later he now found that this guy was the real guy that is going to bring our freedom. And he later come back. And I respect Pastor Van because he's a man that have trust. You see, he's a man that have trust. So my brothers and sisters, this is our last hope, is Biafra. If we fold our hands and wait when God will come down and fight, we are finished. Oh, I'm telling you, we are gone. That's why Israel is standing today because of war. They are action people. Biafrans, let me tell you, we should be gentle, we should be loyal, but asị na onye a na-ewere aka ama n'anya adịghị emechi ọnụ. Nwanne onye ma gị aka n'anya, guy, you talk, come on, you speak, you take an action. Don't be a peaceful maker like that. No, my friend, you have to be a peaceful maker, but when somebody took hand in your eye, my brother, you have to stand up and defend yourself. Come on. Don't wait for religion or don't listen to, I didn't say you should be committing crime. No. But when action comes, take it. Because I am an Igbo man, I am an action man. I am not into loyalty. I am loyal when you are loyal. I am loyal when you accept our deal and let the deal be respectful. But when you think you are smart, my guy, my friend, I don't care if you are smarter than me. I will tell you I'm smarter than you. We should stop pretending and come out and fight our freedom. Even myself, I'm going to the soldiers die. Because I'm not afraid of death. Because I want to fight. I won't say because of the bad character of my people, I will allow them to die. No, I will defend my life. Because if I don't defend my land, that means I'm a coward. Don't take because of the way your people misbehave and you didn't support them when the war was on. It's not right. You have to come together as one because we speak one language and we are Igbo sons. We are the sons of Igbo. We are the sons of Igbo. When they're talking of Igbo, we are the sons of Igbo. So we should come together and fight this last battle. Because if we lose this time around, my brother, in fact, we will become typical slave in Nigeria. Short, will become bastard. We will be moving all over the world. We'll be going like there are people they call chieftain in Europe. They don't have home. We don't want to be like that. Our land is Biafran land, and I know where I'm coming from. We should stop pretending and come out and fight. Because the rich people don't care. They don't care. And those rich people, billionaires we have in Nigeria, most of them are Igbos, they don't care. Because they believe that they are going to live somewhere else with their fucking billion money, and which is very stupidity. It's stupid. Because being a rich man, you're living in diaspora and your home is burning and you are happy because of you have money. You are foolish. You are useless. I'm telling you, you are stupid. Because only the poor masses are facing this problem. People don't go to farm because of terrorism. People don't go walk during the day, maybe from 6 o'clock in the evening. People don't walk anymore. They just staying at home. This is what they call modern slavery. And thank God that we have someone like Simon Ekpa who have come and join us to bring this freedom to come to pass. And it's a second, because I'm a church guy declare go yourself. I'm ready. My package is full.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
telling you.
Thank you
So
for that.
thank you, my brothers and sisters, for hearing me. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that amazing contribution. You have spoken well, and I believe the Biafran people have heard you. When it comes to us as Biafrans, we know whom we are and where we are coming from. And I know that many people are playing on our intelligence or praying into whom we are. What I see is that we Biafran people, we are a victim of the system called Nigeria. That is why most of the time I don't push the blame to religion and whatever, because
brother, sorry, sir. Hello, brother David. That is something I want to tell you that I forgot to tell you. Just give me just 1 minute and 50 seconds, please. That is not I am a tribalistic man. I'm not a tribalistic man. That is a Bini guy I met. He was telling me that when is Biafra going to come? I said that on 2nd of December, we are going to declare Biafra. He told me we are not going anywhere. I said, why? You people don't like us, and you people don't want us to be president in Nigeria. What do you want us to do? We have to leave. He said, we are not going to leave anywhere. That breaking up in Nigeria is like we are stupid. I told him, okay, did our forefathers come together to create one Nigeria? Because Nigeria was created with full force from Lord Lugard. I think I am right. So in 1914. So this amalgamation of one Nigeria, the real Igbos, we are not even part of it as well. Let me put it that way. So we are not going to be part of Nigeria anymore. He was struggling that he will make sure that Nigeria will stay at one, or if it's war, that he will travel down to Nigeria and fight against us. I say, okay, if it's that way, they are going to
have to waste your time to talk to such kind of people?
Oh, you know why I waste my time to talk to him? Because I waste my time
with anybody. You don't have to.
Brother,
don't go into debate with anybody about the Biafra. More especially somebody that is not a Biafra. You don't need any approval from anybody. You don't need to convince anybody. You don't. We have gone past that long time ago. It's such kind of people you are talking about now. I can't imagine myself sitting before somebody to argue on something.
I try to tell him, because I have to tell him my mind that we are declaring Biafra on the 2nd. Because let him know that we are really ready to go. He now told us that the reason why he's angry that they are not part of us, that why did we carve them out? I say, because you people are not ready to be free. Because if you are ready to be free, you will join this Biafra. We are not, Biafra is for everybody. But if you want to join Biafra, you people will join Biafra. So my brother, I am happy that this Biafra is on the 2nd of December. In fact, I am waiting for that day to reach. I'm telling you. And in short, I am waiting for that day. I'm waiting for that day. So thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for your contribution. So as I was saying, every one of us, wherever we are, you must have to understand one thing. You owe nobody any apology, any explanation on what is happening. We have come a long way. The situation of the contraption called Nigeria is something that is against humanity. And we, the Biafran people, we are fighting for humanity. When you talk about the country, the location called Nigeria, it is not a country. Even the people that they are calling their founding fathers spoke by themselves, and they said Nigeria is not a country. Awolowo described it as a geographical expression. Amadou Bello told Dr. Nandaziliwe to his face that we are not the same people and we cannot be one. There are several interviews where he confessed and said that Nigerian people are not, it is about northernization, they are about themselves. And even when this so-called Nigeria, so-called independence was being done, there is nobody that represented anybody. It was an agreement between the Caliphate and the British. Nobody, even the Yorubas were not represented. The Middle Belts were not represented. It is just the Caliphate and the British that did it. and they did what they did. From even the people they call their founding father, confirm that it is not a country and will never exist. The only problem is that there is nobody that has been bold enough to stand up to that very occasion and demand to establish something that will look like a country. Today we have taken it upon ourselves and we are doing it. We owe nobody any apology or any explanation. What I know is that when Biafra exists, it will give opportunity for other regions to be able to establish themselves. We are not against any tribe. We are not against any religion. We are not against any individual. We are against any instrument that is standing against the freedom of the people. If you want to have your caliphate, we don't have any problem with it. You want to have whatever you want to have, we don't have a problem with it. The only thing we are asking is that everybody should be given that opportunity to grow in their own space. Our problem is not what you practice as your religion or whatever you want to do. No. But there must be an agreement which everybody has to sign up to. And that is why the supreme leader of IPOB has been calling for a referendum for the people to decide if they still want to hold this entity called Zoological Republic Nigeria. It has never been a nation, never been a country. Remember, this was a company, a British company that was transformed, and they want to make it a nation. For business reasons, it was put in place to serve the British. It wasn't, the intention wasn't to, it wasn't a, there was never a time it was intended to be a country. And that is why everything that is done in it is done in a business form and it is done in a fraudulent way. There is nothing that is accurate and normal about the zoo. Even their population, nobody knows the population of the zoo today. They don't have statistics. There is no census, no credible census you can present and say this is the population of the zoo. It doesn't happen. There is nowhere, no record anywhere. The very first election that was conducted in that very contraption to make it a nation was rigged. It was rigged by the British themselves. They rigged the election against other regions in order to hand the power over to the caliphate. There is nowhere any sensible person will begin to look at and say, let's you sit back. But I thank God that Biafrans have taken that pain upon themselves to redeem humanity, to save Africa, to save humanity. That is our mission. We owe nobody any explanation. When Biafra exists, every other region that wants to be free will be free. Those who still want to remain in captivity, you are absolutely free and you have that freedom to be there. We're not going to force anybody. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama that we have already gotten the endorsement. More than 50 million votes. That is a mandate of the people. In a country where you have some people that are 5 million, 10 million as a country, more than 50 million has voted and still voting. No human being will stop the coming of Biafra. That is why on this very convention we are talking about, it is to solidify the Biafra restoration, to generate a legal documents that we back up. Because when you talk about establishing Biafra, it is not only by oh hey Biafra, oh hey Biafra. You don't get Biafra by only protesting. You are not going to get it by making noise online. You are not going to get it by saying, oh, Mazen Nandekano is our savior. No. You are going to present a legal document to show that your people are behind you. You are going to show a legal document to show that you can manage a country. You will show a legal document that show that you have a territory. That is why the Biafran government today is the only solution. And when you hear about December 2nd, on that day, many international organizations are going to send representatives, countries are going to be represented, and legal documents will be generated to legitimize the government of Biafra. And we will take it from there. From there, we will take it from there and we wait for recognition from countries. You don't owe anybody. That is why I love my prime minister. The more you think you are talking him down, you are speeding him up. His speed. It is we that will have to run and catch him. And if you're not ready to run, it's up to you. He is going ahead. And I thank you, more than 50 million Biafrans are in that race with him. And we will catch up. Go ahead, my beloved brother Maxwell.
You see, I just want to make this point my final submission because I have a call from your little daughter's, your cousin's school. So I'm going there now to see them. You see, my people.
Almost 3 hours now. So
yes. The only thing that is going to appease the spirit of our ancestors that fought for us and left is to make sure that the end point of what they were fighting for is restored. As simple as that. Whichever way you are going to do it, I don't know. But for me, I am with the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. I am with the honorable members of Biafran Republic government in exile. I am with the Biafran Republic government in exile. Which one are you? Even if you don't want to be in any of these I have mentioned, you can start a force that is geared towards the restoration of my mother's ancestral and the self-preservation of that sacred land. I will follow you, I will support you. Because we are going to, just like it was said in the Bible, the children, he said, they will gather from all the angles of this earth. They will come from the east, they will come from the south, they will come from the west, and they will come from the south, right? It's okay. The 4 places, 4 cardinals, they will come and join. Where are they joining? That point, that cardinal point. Biafra is my own cardinal point. And anything that I do, it gears towards that cardinal point. Where is your own cardinal point? Is your cardinal point a means of denigrating your brothers and sisters? Or is it something to encourage them to do more and to continue to do more until what we are expecting, what we aspire, comes to be? Which one are you doing? Remember, in anything that you are going to do, remember that Biafra calling is spiritual. Once that spirit possesses you, you will know nothing else than to preach that thing that is good and that thing that is truth, devoid of injustice, inequality, and the bedrock of it will be fairness. I urge every one of you to please use your tongue to count your teeth. We are in a perilous time right now. This time of fighting, the devil will never sit idly by and watch us as we do this. This is the time the devil is going to unleash the most strongest force against this, as long as it is tied to the glory of God. Be strong. Be strong. And always be prayerful. From our own actions, little actions, God is going to do, is going to do what he is known to do. Because he has given us the opportunity, the power, the ingenuity to do some of the things that we are doing. And we are not lying down idle to wait for God to come and help us. We are doing what we are supposed to do. The rest, he is going to add it for us in a very, mysterious way and a very wonderful way. Thank God, and may God be the glory that he gave me the opportunity this morning to come and, contribute a little. May God continue to bless every one of you, and may God continue to provide for you as you provide for the restoration of my mother's ancestral land. I love you all. I love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and I pray for his protection. Mazen Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, the Finnish government, the honorable members of the Biafran Republic government in exile, the great sons and daughters of Biafra land, I say, may God continue to empower you the more and remove the fear, the spirit of fear in you, and give us the spirit of bravery. I thank you so much, and may God bless you for having me. I hate here. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, my lord. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. You've done very well. So, my fellow Biafrans, I appreciate everyone that have been with us on this program. We have knocked almost it's about 3 hours. It's not easy to be speaking for that long. I appreciate everyone that have been patient with us up to this minute. I thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you for being part of the program. And we are going to be back again on Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV later in the evening. While we are going to be back here tomorrow, join us in all the platforms anytime you can. It is very important. The radical evangelism must continue. May Chukwu guide and protect every one of you that have contributed in one way or the other on this platform today. May Chukwu guide and protect the Liberation Army, the Resistance Fighters, the Strike Force, the Black Marine. May Chukwu guide and protect all our members of the media and their families and friends, all our speakers. May Chukwu guide and protect them. May Chukwu guide and protect the de facto government in the homeland. May Chukwu guide and protect every member of the Biafran government cabinet. May Chukwu guide and protect everyone that is genuinely speaking about Biafra in various platforms wherever you are. May Chukwu guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. May Chukwu guide him, give him more wisdom, knowledge, understanding, secure him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. We pray for Mazi Nandekano for healing, for strength, for good health. Pray for Mazi Nandekano protection. No evil shall befall him. We pray that he will join us very soon and we will all rejoice together in the land of Biafra. Thank you so much for being part of this program. No weapon formed or fashioned against you shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Mazi Nandekano shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I will see you again next time. Stay blessed and be blessed.
Asịkwana Chineke na enweghị ọ ga-eme maka ọ ga-eme gị nwụọ n'ike. Hope asịkwana na ọ ihe Chineke ga-eme ọ ga-emekwa ịfụnanya. Isi ndị igwe na enwere ihe ọ ga-eme maka Biafra, ọ ga-eme ya ịfụ ya n'anya. Ịghọtago? Ezu aka ọ dị. Ịghọtago? Ọnwụọ pie. Ogbugbo ọtụtụ ọtụtụ anwụgo.
Thank you.